Today we will review 6th grade math lesson 9.2. This lesson will cover how to use addition and subtraction equations to solve problems. Here is your I can statement. I can write and solve equations using addition and subtraction to represent real-world situations involving an unknown and explain my method to others. Let's review some vocabulary today. I encourage you to go ahead and write these in a spiral notebook. So, inverse operations. Addition and subtraction are inverse operations. So, that means they are opposites and they reverse or they undo each other. Multiplication and division are also inverse operators. So when we solve addition equations, we will be subtracting the same number from both sides of the equation because we're doing the opposite. And to solve a subtraction equation, I'm going to add the same number to both sides. I encourage you to pause this video and complete these problems on your own first. If you would like to look at similar problems in your student workbook, it will be on homework page 285. Let's go ahead and do this problem together. Joe has 24 songs on a playlist. He decides to increase the playlist and it now has 32 songs. How many new songs does Joe put on his playlist? So step 1, write what you know. Joe had 24 songs originally, and he now has 32 songs. Then it says let S represent the number of new songs. They're asking how many new songs does Joe put on the playlist. You can use any variable you want. In this example, they just picked S. So if it's not given to you in the problem, you can pick any variable. Then it says write an equation. So we have 24 plus S equals 32. He had 24 songs, and now he has 32. So how many new songs did he put on the playlist? So this is going to be telling us how many new songs he put on the playlist. I encourage you to be detailed and write down your problems. They are doing it side by side, but I suggest you do it vertically here. So this is an addition problem. To solve an addition problem, I need to subtract the same number from both sides. So because this is a positive 24, I'm subtracting 24 from each side of the equation. So S equals 8. You can also think of this as a balanced scale. So this side of the equation is 24S, and on this side of the equation is 32. So what I do to one side, meaning if I'm going to subtract 24, I must subtract 24 from the other side so my scale stays balanced. All right, let's do the problems below. It says solve these equations. Again, I encourage you to write down all these problems and do the detailed work. Once you get used to doing that in 6th grade, it'll be helpful for middle school and high school when math gets more advanced. So here's a subtraction problem. The opposite of subtraction is addition. So I'm going to use the addition property of equality, and I'm going to add 4 8/10 to both sides. I need to keep my equation balanced. So what I do to one side, I need to do to the other. And then if I have negative 4 8/10 and a positive 4 8/10, they're opposites, so that equals 0. And then here's decimals, so I need to just line up my decimals and add, and I get 7 2/10. All right, question 2. 35 plus y equals 61. This is an addition problem, so I need to subtract from both sides. I need to do the inverse. This gets to be 0, so I have y equals 26. Then let's look at question 3. I have z plus 8.5 equals 15, 8 and 5/10. This is an addition problem, so I need to subtract 8 and 5/10 from both sides. Remember here, that's 15 wholes, so I have to put a 0 there and line up my decimals. So I have 15 minus 8 and 5/10. So z equals 6 and 5/10. All right, let's do question 4. Zoe buys a magazine for $5.75. So we know she's spending that money because she's buying it. She gives the cashier a $10 bill. If Zoe receives the correct change, how much change in C dollars will she receive? So this time they gave us the variable of C, so we'll be using that in our equation. Write and solve an equation to find the correct change. So she spends $5.75, and I know if I add that to the change that she's going to get, I'm going to get $10 because that's what you're giving the cashier. This is an addition problem. So let's go ahead and do the work here on the side. So I want to write the problem. This is addition. The opposite of addition is subtraction. What I do to one side, I must do to the other so it stays balanced. And then I need to line up my decimals because I'm subtracting. These are opposites, so they undo and cancel out each other. And then $10 minus $4.75 is $4.25. So I know that C is $4.25. So she receives $4.25 in change. Question 5. Adrienne is reading a book. She reads 275 pages and has 155 pages to go. How many pages in Adrienne's book? How many pages P? So this problem, they gave us the variable. How many pages P are in Adrienne's book? So that's what we're going to be finding, and that will be our variable. So I know if I have P are the pages, and she's already read 275, and she has 155 pages to go. This is a subtraction equation, so I need to do the opposite of subtraction, which is addition. So I need to add 275 to both sides, keeping my equation balanced. These are opposites, so negative 275 and a positive 275 undo each other. And then I need to do the addition here. 155 plus 275 is 430. So I know P is 430 pages. This is our lesson for Module 9, Lesson 2 for Grade 6.